Okay, cool, perfect. So one second, you guys. Just bring up the chat on my phone. Okay, so today we will be talking about the concept of fate and as well destiny, you guys. So as well, this will be a collective fate and destiny reading as we are heading into this next year. Even though when you truly think about it, time doesn't exist like that. We created the calendar at some point, but we will be using this next year as a marking point, more speaking to our subconscious mind. It is an 8 year. As I said, that thunder just happened outside. As I'm actually about to give this reading, you guys, it's raining, and it feels so prosperous around me. I know there's a lot of people that don't like rain, right? But rain is what allows things to grow as we are planting new seeds, as we have just reaped the seeds in which we have sown. It is everything that we've done this past year. What did you do? Did you create a solid foundation for yourself? Did you allow yourself to become who you were meant to be? Were you going through spiritual trials? For some of us, we were in what's known as the underworld. We were going through the underworld, the hell realms. Now, I'm someone that works with Father Lucifer and as well Lord or as well Father Satan, Set, Shaitan. I work with high-ranking devils, you could say. Now, for myself, I'm very devilish, as you can see from the channel. I talk a lot about demons. So this is actually something that is a part of my own true will. Is not just talking about demons, but helping people to understand demonolatry. And that demons aren't bad. They're merely energies in which we can work with to evolve ourselves in a multitude of ways, in many different ways. And when you are working with darker spirits, or say you are someone that's on the left-hand path, or you're in the occult, you most likely will encounter these beings, especially if you're someone that is meant to walk this path. So for myself, my fate and as well my destiny, it is to teach magic. It is to reveal what magic truly is and to awaken this next generation of sorcerers, of sorcerers, magi, magus, magicians, witches, and shamans. This is why I am here. This is why I also provide my services, whether it be my Patreon, where truly I'm becoming a patron for you. You have an aspect of my daemon that is guiding you and as well empowering you to help you through the underworld. So if you have found my channel very beneficial, know that, even liking the video, subscribing, things of that nature, that always helps. And if you guys want to go more in depth, I do have my Patreon, and the ritual is actually coming up the end of this month, so just a few days from now. And I will be doing that actually tomorrow to the 2nd. So you're able to sign up until, I believe, the end of the 1st if you want to tap into the ritual, but you can sign up anytime that you guys want. And this is where I'm doing a fate and destiny source alignment and soul attunement ritual. So if you find my content, my wisdom, me, in any way beneficial, definitely look into the exclusive content and gnosis. And as well, I do have fate and destiny mentorships and the prices on that are going up by the end of the year. And we also have Fate and Destiny tarot card readings, and those as well, they are on sale at the moment, so definitely look into that, you guys. And I'm also doing general readings on sale at the moment. So let's get into this reading, you guys. Let's get into this alignment, because that's truly what the concept of fate and destiny is. We are aligning ourselves with source. So I don't know if you guys saw my video on Instagram, but, and you know, follow me on Instagram if you guys want. I try to give daily tips in some way, and we just had one about what the occult is, and then I just gave a little bit about fate and destiny. So my name's O'Shea, you guys. Hey, what's up? Also, you can call me Atanu. That is my magic name. So O'Shea, Shay. What is Shay? Shay in Egypt is this personification, or rather deity, of fate and as well destiny. Actually, it is said that everyone is born with a Shay, a fate, a destiny guiding them. So it's actually in this same way that, and it's a god. Shay, the energy spoke to me today, the deific emanation, where since my name embodies that, which, guys, know your name is going to be very powerful to know along the journey. That's where I started doing fate and destiny readings before I knew my name was Shay meant destiny. So that's where we're naturally doing already what our name is implying, and as well supplying. So as we read into our name, so that's even something that I do as a part of a fate and destiny reading. Usually I would read into your name, see what your name means, and a lot of energy is already presencing. So this is very powerful. So this is Egyptian magic, that when you look at these signs and these symbolisms, and you know these concepts, they start to awaken your mind. So today, all of this morning, I was doing mantras with Shiva. I was as well studying Egyptian magic and working with Horus. So, as well, my name, O'Shea, comes from a Gaelic word meaning hawk-like. Horus being a hawk deity. I'm an emanation in this way. So, usually our fate and our destiny is what we are already doing. So whatever's coming to the forefront of your mind, whatever's coming up, that most likely is your destiny. And then we're going to use the cards as a portal, as a conduit to evolve ourselves and take ourselves to this next level. So I happen to, is this the first one? Yes, this is. So there's two parts to this reading. I happened to give a fate and destiny reading, I believe it was yesterday morning. And in this reading, I happened to shuffle the cards very heavily afterwards, and I gave a reading to myself that same night, just doing a fate and destiny reading for fun, but as well to see where we are going, or where I'm going with this next energy. So now we are doing this for the collective in this same way. I'm using a few of these cards that just so happen to come out again, and now I'm doing a reading for the collective as I've done one for myself. A lot of people have said that they're resonating lately, so I'm glad I can be of service. I'm glad I can help you guys out in this way. So we started with strength, or actually, yes, making sure I gained it. Okay. So this This is actually the reading, you guys. So, as we have, it was right side up, but it was down when I pulled it. So, in a sense, many of us are going through the underworld. This makes so much sense right now. Many of you are going through the underworld, and you are being pulled out by the different deities. Whatever pantheon is calling to you, maybe it might be the Egyptian pantheon, Anubis, Horus, Thoth, Ma'at, Astarte, also known as Isis, Hecate, Osiris. That would be those beings of this nature. And even Anubis is on this card. So you are someone either being initiated into the underworld, and you are starting your underworld initiations, and the Egyptian pantheon is preparing you, is guiding you for this next step, for this next level and layer of awareness in which you are going through. You are going through the underworld. And in this same way, a lot of you are also completing this journey, trying to, or rather piecing together the puzzle in which when we go through the underworld, our mind literally gets torn apart, and we get reconstructed as our true self, our true being. So for me, my name, which is attached to my ego, O'Shea, Shay, even that in a sense has ego to it. And that's what we start to form as we grow up. And now, in which way your ego's programmed, I didn't know the word Shay until, because I was always called that. My mom even had a friend named Shay. I was always called that. Now, when I look at that, fate, destiny, that was my name. So it's in this same way that, do you know who you truly are? And if you don't, know thyself. Most importantly, at the end of the day, this is what was written on every temple in Egypt. Know thyself. And by embracing this path and walking the path which is yours, you will go through the underworld, and you will be as the scarab. The scarab making its way through the underworld. Now, the scarab, even in Egyptian symbolism, this is the gates of the underworld, the gates to the dead. So this moon card, you are bearers or even gatekeepers to the underworld, and you must understand the path in which you are walking in order to guide yourself through it, using the torch of Hecate, using this flame of illumination to guide yourself through the night side, going through the underworld. Now, as you flow through this night side path, as you go through this journey, you're going to have to be receptive to your emotions. This is actually, I recommend watching Gates to the Subconscious Mind. I just made a video on this, the Gates to the Subconscious Mind. For what I'm feeling is Leviathan's energies. Leviathan, the people view daemons and darker spirits. Daemon is not bad. Daemon actually in Greek meant guiding spirit. And it even correlated with the muse. The muse is your genius. It is your genie, your genius. Jinn, genie, intelligence. So the daemon is merely a guiding spirit. It's a guiding initiatory force that is guiding you through the journey and empowering you to be this greater version of yourself. You are going through an initiatory process that is actually taking place through your emotions, through your nervous system. And as you are viscerally experiencing these initiations that you're going through, and I'm literally being brought back to my own initiations through the underworld. It is these beings that are teaching you and giving you a solid foundation to understand who you are within the underworld as you travel and go through this plane of existence. This is what also the daemon is within ourselves. Those of you that are awakening these higher dimensional aspects, or rather what's known as the quantum body, the quantum self. For myself, I am O'Shea, but yet my being and presence is eternal, is that which is Atanu. Atanu is my daemon. I'm stepping into my daemon. Well, now I'm unified and one with my daemon, but I'm channeling through my daemon. So this is also what correlates and intertwines with past lives. We have a past life reading, I believe it was last 2 live streams ago. And for myself, I've experienced such cellular and quantum gnosis by choosing to step into the daemon, which we must dissolve the ego. And I actually just saw a video by Brother Panic on this concept. I didn't watch the whole video yet. I wanted to actually make my own video on it, but he, just to speak a little bit on it, he was talking just about how the ego gets in the way. And when I talk about ego in the same way, it's when you want to do something and then you had the thought, you had this feeling. Magic is all about feeling. You had this feeling to do something, to evolve, to... There's many nights where I could have created something great in a half sleep and trance-like state, and then I'm like, oh, I want to go to bed, right? And then there's nights where it's like I didn't go to bed and I created something beautiful. That's because it was that time meeting preparation. And our ego will, like, what if I didn't do this live stream? I could have said, oh, I don't want to do the live. But instead I chose to do the live. So it's like, it's when we feel these intentions and these intuitions, sometimes it is the ego that is the blinding lights. The thing keeping us, that's so funny, the Weeknd song came to my mind. Blinding lights, things that are trying to blind us. It is the ego that is like a ball and chain to ourselves that keeps us away from ourselves. But this is only because it's programmed. So and I recommend that you guys go watch my Lucifer mentorship video, because I talk about how you can reformat the ego, how you can reprogram the ego. And that's what it is. So the ego isn't bad. It's more of just, until we reprogram it, we don't know ourselves. And this is what blinds us from our emotions, our feeling. You could even say that through our trauma, our ego's been programmed to, for some people, because I'm giving a reading, to be of lack, to be of self-loathing, to be of depression, right? And that's what this society backs so much. Society will be like, oh, women, you're ugly. And then it doesn't say, oh, women, you're ugly. It says, buy this makeup, buy that makeup. And I'm not saying makeup's bad. Makeup is actually very, very beautiful. It's an art form. But when people are profiting off of it and selling it to you based off of your own insecurities, that's not cool, right? That's a completely different ballpark. So society is programming that into young women, that you have to wear makeup. If you don't wear makeup, you aren't beautiful. And so the moment they wake up, they might feel that need to wear it. But there's some days where and I'm feeling a channeling from source. For some dudes, cut your hair. Get a haircut, line up a nice fade. This new year will be very prosperous. And then for women, really look into your makeup. What kind of makeup are you buying? Is it, you can embrace a sacred union with makeup if you are a feminine divine in that way, and allow your emotions to flow through your feeling of, for men, we allow our flow. A lot of us, it's in the gym. For the feminine, it's through your art forms that you, well, for everybody, it's through your art forms in which you choose to embrace. But men, we build our body. The feminine is more about looks and that appeal. So express yourself through how you look. And then as well, so as we are embracing this flow of our emotions and we're tapping into our emotions, we're now allowing ourselves to see and paint the picture of the things in which we feel we need to do. And being in resonance with our feeling, we also push the energy. So it's the conscious mind. From the conscious mind, I want these things. I want to manifest and create, whether a better mindset or it be a physical object, a physical item. We're dropping from the conscious mind that into the subconscious, and then from the subconscious, we're giving our subconscious a shopping list, things of which we wish to magnetize, things that we desire, who we wish to become. And it is actually through feeling. So the Knight of Cups, it is through the feeling in which we become a king. We must first feel as if we are royalty. We must feel as if we are divine. We must know our divine heritage, our as well divine destiny. We must know who we are in the pursuit of what we are creating. Now from that, okay, so the Ordo Templi Orientis card, this is embracing divination. Start to study the occult. Start to create a solid foundation for yourself, divine. A lot of you guys are diviners. That is your path. You're meant to walk the path of magic. That's even why in the beginning I felt this heavy pull from the infernal divine. Because that's the thing. A lot of people are embracing the light, but it's as Bobby Hemmett said, it's not, you're not going to find that much in the light. People are manifesting with light, but truly it is from the darkness. And I don't mean dark as in bad. It is from the darkness when we go into the darkness. When we were, do you remember when you were unconscious? When you didn't know that you were highly aware that magic was real, that you were powerful, right? I can remember a time when I was very unconscious. And even this life can pull you back into it. It can pull you back into that awareness. Now the thing is, it's not about allowing ourselves to get pulled into things. Rather, it's instead about embracing this illumination of our minds. That as you choose to illuminate the path through mantras, through ends, right? So mantras for the Vedic pantheon, that's also another pantheon that is here, that is present. From the Egyptian pantheon, we learn magic. From the Vedic pantheon, we learn the true self. We learn authenticity. We learn knowing. We learn of who we are. And it is in this that when we start to do things to wake us up or to illuminate us. And I want to also say that Shiva and Lucifer are the same being, are the same energy, and rather you don't have to unify them in that way, but it's in the same way. They come from the same current of illumination. Someone might go through the nothingness working with Shiva, and they gain a certain form of illumination that it'll be different than actually working with Lucifer. But at the end of the day, both beings are enlighteners. They are liberators. And as I hear that, there's actually a jet or a plane flying overhead. I can hear that. So someone is being illuminated through their traveling. You will be traveling soon, and each land has a different data set. You'll be moving soon. Each land has a different data set, so as you are leaving this old behind and entering into the new as a fool, this isn't the fool card, but you are being as a fool as you are choosing to travel and go to this next level and layer of awareness within your being. And then as you let go of the old within yourself, this is what will allow you to move forward. So if you felt as if you were stagnant, start to either divine for yourself, go to a diviner. I have my readings. This is why I actually do what I do. A few people have already booked sessions and consultations, and then I have a few mentorships lined up for the beginning of the year, and that's because people truly want to know themselves. And that's what it is. We are entering into knowing this next year. We are illuminating the path. We are illuminating the journey. And it is through the tarot, through divination, through meditation. Start to do what you feel called you need to do. And this will illuminate your mind. And as you illuminate, truly, as I say, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. When you feel that in vigor, I felt that illumination. I was pushing on my energetic body and speaking my voice. So when I do this, I allow myself to empty and dissolve, and then I fill myself with an essence and an energy, even just being my own daemon. At the end of the day, when you know that you are the source, all beings are you. You are one with the source, with the universe. You are a fragment of source that is chosen to incarnate as the individual, as the individuation of source in which you are. And now it's about embracing that individuation, becoming truly yourself, becoming authentic, knowing yourself, and doing this through your own path, creating your own system. In a sense, destiny is, so fate is something we are bound to. You could almost say, I physically as O'Shea didn't name myself O'Shea, Shay, but my soul named myself Shay. So I was bound to that fate of knowing that I placed myself here within the simulation to experience the simulation. You guys are here to experience, to have fun, to embrace the journey. And as you do, divine into these next phases, divine into this next step in which you must take, or meet with a diviner. So, this is the next card. The priestess represents the crossing. So you are crossing into this new reality, and you are building a bridge through your feeling, through your imagination. You are bridging the boundaries of, you're bridging the bounds of space and time, and you are the one that is weaving your reality. You are the wielder of your destiny. Through embracing our fate, through knowing our fate, we are able to wield and to navigate as the captain of our, we are becoming the captain of our fate, the captain of our destiny, and we are guiding ourselves to where we are meant to be, to who we are meant to become. And you are the priestess now divining this new reality. You are the one that is channeling it. And as you channel it, as you take action, as you take action, so the thing is, it's not a victory yet, but you will be stepping into a victory for yourself. Now, as you divine it, and then you take action, This is what then will actually bring yourself into this victory, into this new and next level and as well layer of knowing. You will know yourself through this victory. That is how you know the victory will be achieved. This is also why your destiny is so important, because this is how you will achieve your victory, is through your destiny, through walking the path. But if you don't walk the path, no victory. So this is why whatever you are feeling called to do, you must remove the ego. You must then step into your truth and let your truth bleed into the ego to then mask off, to take your mask off. No longer will, and again, this is a reading, so for the collective, so no longer will the collective be in their mask, but you will see a lot of people unveiled for who they are. And I'm sure you guys have already seen it. People are showing their true colors. People that truly support you, that are there for you. They're either still there or they're showing you in some way that they're guiding you. And there's a lot of people in your life that are a part of your soul tribe, that are a part of your network. You might not think, they might not be a magician, they might not be an occultist, they might not be a channeler or a medium, but it's because you have let them into your circle. You will start to see who is there for you, who truly is there, because it's energy that will speak. All is energy. There's a lot of fruitful and abundant connections and as well relationships being manifested in these moments, in these times. And then from that, so it was in reverse. From this victory, you will be stepping into your strength. But first you must do the work, so you must do the push-ups. You must go to the gym. And as you do these things, you will become strong. Go to the mental gym. Wake up and imagine simulations within your mind of you doing things. Of you, I'll think of this and try this out. Okay, that didn't go where I wanted. Okay, I'll think of this and try this. And see yourself, bring yourself to the center point. Bring yourself to the 0 point field. That is when you're truly detaching from this reality and you are understanding in every moment you are the creator of your reality. And you determine the creations by what you first allow into your mind. For the subconscious mind, I believe it's like 100,000 thoughts, like a minute or a day. Like it's a lot of thoughts, the subconscious mind. So what is even on your conscious mind is very important. And it is your subconscious mind rules your conscious mind when you are awake. And this is also why dreaming, visualization, imagination, affirmations, journaling, all these things to try to push into your subconscious mind what you want, or at least an intention. It is then the subconscious mind will then, like this channeling, I had the intention to bring forward gnosis. Do I know all the gnosis I'm going to bring forward before it is said? No. That is like my ancestors, the Dogons, I'm part Swedish and as well part African, so the Dogons in my lineage, they're channelers. They always, it was a word of mouth. It was always a speaking, transference of energy through what they said. They didn't write anything down. They didn't keep scripts. They told stories. Even this is myself telling you guys a story, painting a very vivid picture through the imagination. And as I see this, I'm seeing so much symbolism and imagery as I've been talking, being guided through, I can only call the Valley of the Kings, the Valley of the Pyramids, and then seeing this divine Nile and seeing Leviathan in the depths of the dark waters of the sacred Nun. Nun is the word of the cosmic universe. none is a sacred word of the eternal source as well. You could say, when we say none, 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 it is the sacred waters, the sacred primal waters that many daemons, such as Leviathan, spawn from, many spirits. And this is actually where gods are born. Deities are born here from these sacred waters. Just like the story of Eros, Atanu being the Sanskrit word for Eros. Eros was born from nothing. He is born of the abyss, or of the void. This same void is the sacred waters, the sacred none, the word that invokes the universe. Very powerful word. I recommend that you guys say it. So we are gaining strength from this underworld journey. That is why one goes through the underworld, to become more powerful. It is not about worship or praise. That when you are favored upon by King Belial, who's also known as King Khnummu in Egypt, that when you are favored by Hecate, that means you are merely favored by magic. The most strong and powerful forms of magic are Heka, is death magic, is underworld magic. In order to work with the dead, you have to know the underworld. Set, Lord of the Dead, Lord of the underworld. This is why this is why he's so powerful. He knows how to shape and transmute and evolve chaos and transmute it with order. Set being Ra's emissary or guide through the underworld. So it's in this same way that as we had the symbolism of the scarab, the moon on the moon card, we are being guided through the underworld. You can even see Hecate walking you forward through the underworld with her sacred torch. Many of you holding this sacred torch, and as you see it, it's illuminating your mind. That's even actually why I arose Coven of the Sacred Torch, the 5th tier of the Patreon. That is because Hecate, as I went through the underworld, I was meant to guide, I was meant to lead. I even dipped back into the abyss to understand it again, to aid my students, to help you guys out, because as I got out, it was like, this is too easy. This is not really. Life always has its ups and its downs, but as I went back into it, I learned so much from it. And that's the thing, you don't always have to keep going back, but that's what a dark night of the soul is. You go through something, did you learn? Did you learn? Did you learn? Did you learn? And that's really what it is. Did you learn from the journey? Sometimes we're going through the underworld, we're going through so much, we're downloading so much. So much is being channeled through us that were we fully conscious and aware of the journey to then just wake up out of it? To then just almost snap out of it, like as if we were in a trance. Now, this is the thing. We were in a trance. From the moment that we incarnate and that we come into this life, we are going from the halls of Amenti and choosing to evolve ourselves. We are choosing to incarnate into this reality. And it's a path of evolution. And as we have incarnated, it is us choosing to create this contract that would then limit us so that we could go into this layer of unknowing, so that we could forget ourselves completely. I forgot I was a Tanu. Now the thing is, because I incarnated, I went through my mother's womb, an interdimensional space portal. That's why the feminine, the dark feminine, is so beautiful, is so powerful, because her womb, the feminine's womb, is an interdimensional portal. And it's in this way that's also why people respect women, why people should respect women and respect life in all ways. And we should go back to the ancient ways where women could go to a temple and either, give birth or have a more natural form. And people do these things. So I feel someone is maybe even called to have a natural birth, just to put those out there. And that's the thing, as a child is born, they're brought into this reality, and you don't get a say. you don't get a like, oh yo, my name is Atanu, fam. And that's the thing. This is the programming. This is what I'm talking about with the ego, is that we go through this illusion to then wake back up, where you will wake up when it is needed. You will wake up in these moments where life is always shattering your illusions. And that's truly what the underworld is, the Qliphoth. It is a realm of divine purification. It is a divine purification system and mechanism where each different spirit is then testing you on your character, on the nature of your being. And if you are a incarnated watcher, then by incarnating as this watcher, it only makes sense that Belial, that Beelzebub, Azazel, Satan, Lucifer would be like, hey, yo, we got business to do. Like, you're back. Hey, we're calling to you, right? Or even Horus and Thoth, Shiva and Ganesh. For some people, all of these beings, right? I walk a multitude of paths. I've been accepted by many different deities, even Santa Marta, who I didn't, she just came to me. That was especially death. Death unifies all realms. Every realm has a death god. Life also unifies, in a sense, all realms. So by getting to know the deities of death, you know all realms, you know all of life through death. Only once we die do we know ourselves. I had to die to who I thought I was in order to awaken these greater aspects of myself. And this is why I'm here as a guide, as a mentor, as someone to teach of the underworld. Did I have my own faults, problems, and did I go through a lot? Most definitely. Most definitely. And maybe that's why I went through so much. Teachers are always called. The teacher shares the karma of the students. The teacher shares the karma of the students. And in the same way, the teacher and the student are one. The teacher and the student are one. So even you could say my karma is to teach and to bring forward this gnosis, to channel and to guide people. But at the same way, that's the right-hand path ideology, to always do things for other people. When we are on the dark side, this is also when we are embracing service to self. So this is Baphomet nigga, Baphomet. This is Satan. This is those energies of, yo, you are in hell. You are in the underworld as we speak, but it's all a choice. You choose whether you're in the underworld based off of your feeling, based off the polarities. At what end of the spectrum do you feel? And then from that, you're shifting your polarities. If you can feel good in hell, if you can make a kingdom in hell and be like, oh, I own this, I am a ruler. If you are a ruler of hell, if you are someone divinely meant to rule, that just shows how powerful you are. That just shows how powerful you are as a being. And the highest level souls to the source will always be tested. The highest level souls will always be tested. And it's in these tests that we are knowing ourselves. And even at the end of the day, the tests were merely to show you who you are. As you play this game, You are awakening and unfolding to the ever-expanding journey. And as you dissolve the past, as you dissolve these things no longer serving you, this is what enters you into this next layer and as well level of awareness. So as we are choosing to rid ourselves of that which we no longer desire, as we're choosing to leave behind the old and step into the new, we are stepping into that as the ruler in which we are. So this is the path of the hell realms. It's to evolve you. This is truly what Satan would tell you. This is what because it is Saturday, so Satan, Lucifer would tell you. You're going through, and even what I just told you guys earlier is a tip. It's a divine purification system. It's stripping you away of what you don't want. That before I went into the cliff off, I was already in it, but before I consciously went about the initiation of the underworld, and even those connotations can lead people into a different direction. Or even when someone says Satan or Lucifer, they're not looking at it from the illuminatory science in which these deities are giving us. They are illuminating our minds through their wisdom. Oh, you are in hell. No, I'm not. I don't like that. It's like, you don't like that. That's not the point. Understand you are in hell. Now, this is how hell functions. This is how hell functions. How does it function? So it's a realm based off power. That demons obey power. So if you are the source that is chosen to incarnate as the being that you are, then you already have dictation and rulership over these spirits, because they recognize you as the source. It's the whole story of Shaitan, Iblis. We could even say Azazel. Shaitan was a jinn of Allah. Now Allah, we can even say, is Jehovah in this sense, a being that more tries to rule and doesn't show you who you are. This is why a lot of people can get very caught into Jehovah's Witness. And this is why Azazel will also pull people out of that. And as he pulls people out of that, he's showing them who they are. Shaitan favors those of you that have been through the most programming, knowing that you have the purest potential to be your greatest deity, to be your greatest God. And that's what it is to go through the underworld. It is a realm of deification. It's merely teaching you who you are. It's merely teaching you what you need to embrace in order to become this divine being in which you are. And as you're being stripped away of, rather put under pressure, this is what will allow you to become the diamond. And as you are becoming this diamond, this is the illumination. That as you become a diamond, you become a black diamond. From the violet flame, we are becoming a diamond. We are purifying our essence to become the diamond body. And we are embracing the Merkaba. If you push it to that extent, the Merkaba also being the divine chariot, the ascension throne. So, as we step into our Merkaba, this is the interdimensional chariot of our divine ascension. This is the vehicle of our divine ascension, our divine throne, our divine right to rule. So the throne of Hecate is in my opinion, this is what your Merkaba is being magnetized to. It's being magnetized to the pure essence of magic itself, the pure embodiment. And it is through the darkness, through the evil, through the witch energy. The witch is the path of dark illumination. Why you go through hell is to enlighten yourself at a faster rate. Do you have to go through hell? No. Do you want to be a powerful soul? Yes. So if you want to be powerful, then you are going through hell. This is why your father shows you this much love, to put you through that hell, to show you your divine potential and who you are. And it is then through this pressure, this immense pressure of dark matter, like a dark diamond, you were then reborn as the beautiful, luxurious, prosperous being in which you are. But you had to awaken to the knowing that you are your father, that you are the divine itself, for you are sitting on your father's throne as a king, as a ruler. And it is now about embracing this victory, and that's the victory we were talking about earlier. And those of you that are being illuminated at this time, this is why you are stepping into your destiny. You are a cosmic actor in this divine play, in this grand illusion. Your divine parents are watching. They are seeing what you do with your time, power, energy, purpose. Who are you? What are you embracing? And what are you meant to achieve? So I'm going to read some of the comments first, and then we're going to get into the second part of this reading. This is the Divine Illumination reading, the Divine Illumination Tarot. So we've laid the foundation for what fate is, what destiny is, and us being that of the cosmic elite. There's a shift that is taking place at this moment. And this shift is, this divine power structure is changing. For those of you that, as the old elite, are dying off, those of you that are choosing to embrace your evolution, you are stepping into power. So you must know your purpose. You must know your destiny. You must know your victory. And know that this is meant for you. So let's look at the comments, the chat. So Magical Magician Ashe, oh Ashe brother, what's up family? Hey, glad to see you brother. Glad you could be here. And then and my name is Common. And then so brother, what does your name mean for yourself? Let's actually look into that. It's very similar to the name Kamun, like King Tut's name, Tut Ankh Amun. King Tut Ankh Amun. It's very, because it's the KH. It's just the KH on that. And then you have KA. What's Kamun mean? It feels very flowing to say that word. It feels gives a lot of clarity and sense of purpose. Oh wow, it's very similar to King Khnum, which is Belial in Egypt. It can even be seen in Sanskrit. But yeah. Okay, so facts, I actually cut my hair this year. Yeah, that's Spirit keeps saying that. I keep seeing that in a lot of different places. And then General Mosquito, what's up, brother? Got the flame emojis. We got the Infernal in the house. What's up, General? We got the General in the house. And then Magical Magician. Yes. And then okay. And then Super G. Hey, what's up, Super G? What's up, brother? Hey, glad to see you in the building. We got Super G in the house, you guys. So returning through life and absolute beauty only from blissful death and rapid transformation, and then infinity, and then while returning through life and absolute beauty only from blissful death, and rapid transformation. So allow your death to be blissful. Allow yourself to die to the old in order to be renewed. But death, that's why people try to get death, to see death as bad. And I even have a ancestral message from those that have transitioned, those that have passed on, and it was a lot of love. It was a lot of blissful energy. Blissful, that's a good way to define it. Blissful energies. So death is blissful. That's also, they say that when you die, when you die correctly, such as I'm sure Brother Panic, you die like coming out of your body, like coming. And just like life is sex. And sometimes we go through intense Kundalini awakenings where in the beginning we're feeling like this bliss and we're feeling like we're almost like fucking life. And it just feels so good just to live. And then we start to solidify and then unify that feeling with ourself, with our intention, with our goals. And then life is always manifesting that which is meant the moment that it is meant as a cosmic bridge, as the cosmic bridge in which we are creating through our imagination as we envision these next steps in which we must take. Thank you for what you said, Super G. That was a blissful death. That's a good band name, Blissful Death. And then we got Conscious Identity. Thank you, Atanu, Crown, Super G, thumbs up. Oh, hey, Conscious Identity, glad to see you. And hey, glad to be here. So also, how's your day been, Conscious? And yeah, Super G drops wisdom. Super G drops the wisdom. And then I've been working adventures of a magus. Thank you for saying the word magus. Magus being a very initiatory word as well. When you say magus before things, the magus is truly the initiation word. It is entering into that sacred brotherhood, you could say. That sacred energy. Magus. I've been working Adventures of a Magus, Knox edition. It's a book full of training for the Kabbalah, energy, body, much like yoga, all about energy projection, stances, and movement with the hands. I love that, hand movements. I've really been getting back into hand movements. That's powerful. Pick a mudra. Everyone. What mudra do you guys want to choose? Okay, I'm gonna throw out a few. Or I'm gonna read what Super G said, and then we're gonna just throw out a few mantras and just see. Very powerful. Search up the PDF, download it to work. Oh, thank you. Hey, thanks on that, brother. One second. I'm gonna copy and paste this. Okay, cool. So, and that. Thank you for bringing that forward. That alone brings up a lot of different energies that we could talk about. So before I get into this next reading, let's talk a little bit about mudras. Let's do a little bit of mantras even and chanting, and let's get into breath work. So I'm just going to throw up a few mudras on screen. We're just going to go over a little bit of a foundation. So when we hold our hands in this way, where do you feel the energy going? Now, immediately, I already felt stable. I already felt calmer. I already felt more centered, more aware. When you are using these subconscious aspects, or when you're using your hands to do different movements, this is why Naruto is so powerful, you guys. I love Naruto. We are, through this energy work, we are directing different energy around our body and nervous system. So the more in tune you are with your body, the more in tune you are with your nerves. Let's not even call it that, right? But the more you're in tune with your energetic system, this is what subtle energy is. This is what occult energy is. So as we're doing this, so I can already feel a buildup of energy being directed through my mind, through my subconscious. As you shift to different mudras, you're gonna feel different outcomes. Like even my body, I literally had a visceral. So you're gonna feel different outcomes of energy. Where do you feel the energy guiding you? And when you do different mudras, what also comes up in your mind? Through performing a mudra for several minutes, 5, 10, 15, an hour, and just sitting there, doing the mudra, allowing it to channel, this is but one foundation in which we can add to our arsenal within magic, within the occult, within witchcraft, such as if you wish to sit with Shiva, sitting in and doing this mudra is very powerful. You will then start to feel energy just start to channel forward. And it's through doing these mudras that we are starting to reprogram our subconscious mind. So this is actually what I also teach in my mentorships. The subconscious mind is the foundation, you guys. That is the foundation to evolving yourself as an occultist. It's all going to be through the subconscious. And as you embrace this subtle layer of awareness, you've removed your ego. It is then about programming your consciousness to serve you, rather programming it to uncover and bring forward gnosis. So as you just sit there and you do this mudra, from the energy that is just being channeled, what do you feel? This is a very enlightening one as well. Where I feel this going is into my core, that I can definitely illuminate myself a lot more, knowing my strength, knowing my power, right? And there's many different ones. I really like this one. You put your hand like this, and then this one's to awaken the heart, compassion. Also, Super G, Yogananda. I was going to sleep last night, and then Yogananda just started talking to me out of nowhere and just telling me a lot of things, and it really reminded me of when you were talking about him, and it really brought forward those blissful energies. And out of all days, on Friday, the day of Venus, I started to tap into a lot of love and a lot of blissful energies. And that's what we are doing, you guys, when we are manifesting, is tapping into this energy of love, but most importantly, this energy of authenticity, just being our most authentic self. And when we are feeling this energy of love and then doing a mudra and then saying a mantra such as Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namaha, Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namaha, Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namaha. Feel that. Feel what energy that conjures, you guys. And as well, I felt a very grounding, pulling energy, pulling down the manifestations. Then there's also a mantra to Kuan Yin and as well Ganesh. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And that's the sacred jewel. We are awakening compassion. We are awakening love for ourselves. We're awakening love. These are the energies of how as well we should enter through the gateway, the doorway of thoth, of death. Again, through bliss. Thank you, Super G, for giving us that key. That is a key component for the day. We are entering through bliss, and as we cultivate this immense amount of divine love, this is that just as Brother Panic transitioned. When we transition, we will have cultivated so much love, so much abundance, so much prosperity, so much wealth within ourselves, so much wisdom, that we will then, it's like ejaculating out of the matrix. You then become that divine being, such as Yogananda. Yogananda appearing to people. Super G has an experience as well. And you guys, you should chant way more than that, but I'm just giving you guys different examples. And these beings as well, just me hearing Yogananda last night, it's a being of immense love came to me. That must mean I'm functioning on a certain frequency in order to be able to hear him, to conjure, and to work with him. And that's what it is. It's about calling love into our life, whether it be Yogananda, Kuan Yin, whether it be Kali Ma, whether it be Shiva, right? Destruction, love through destruction. That the greatest thing at the end of the day is the greatest offering that you could give to yourself as a form of love is to die to these old things no longer serving you. That death, and that's truly how we manifest, you guys, is through death. That if we didn't die to, if you are living somewhere and you're like, wow, I want a better place, and you manifest it, and you want to manifest a better place, you manifest a better place, that you had to die to the old place, you had to let go of it. And maybe you weren't manifesting the new because the source, the deities, yourself, your own God, was like, oh, but you wanted to be here. You seemed like you wanted to be here because you did everything the same every day and you were stagnant. And this is why it's so powerful to go into the subconscious, rewire it every day, every moment that you can, from morning to night, reviewing your day and altering it, and then imagining new things. This is why it's so powerful, because you're dying to this old self, that who you were, you could be anyone. You could truly program yourself to be anyone, to do anything, and truly it's all just going to be about reprogramming your mind to know that you succeed in all that you choose, that you are victorious in all realms and endeavors you wish to conquer, that you are always vibrant, abundant, and prosperous, and magnetizing the things in which you desire. That if you were broke, die to that word. You could never be broke again. Broke what? Broke in the mind? Broke does not exist. You are eternally wealthy. You can't be broke if you're wealthy. You can't be hate if you are loving. You can't hate life if you love it. You can't be, or if you're joyous and prosperous, that's what exists. That's what your mind is conjuring. That's what your mind is bringing forward. And it's in this way that I am eternally prosperous. I always have an extra $10,000 in my bank account. I'm always growing my business. I'm always growing in my skills and my services. I'm becoming wiser moment by moment. I'm loving, healthy, wealthy, prosperous, strong, and in harmonious resonance with the source in which I am, right? And as you speak this into existence, your spells, you guys start to craft your spells, start to craft your conjurations. Everybody uses spells in different books, and as well does different rituals from different books, but as well you are a spell, and you are a ritual, and as well your grammar is your grimoire. Your words are your wand, your words are your spells, your grammar is your book of spells. So every day when you wake up, practice your spelling. What did you wake up with your new grimoire? Every day you wake up and you have a grimoire. What words do you know? What are you able to spell? What are you able to do? What cause, and as well, what effect are you able to make? And as well, Super G says becoming this dragon ball character that you always been. Thank you for that. Dragon Ball Goku has been a very, even my hair right now, Goku has been a very heavy you could say, deity lately, because that's as well what Super G is talking about. Yeah, you can tap into these archetypes and these energies, this new character. You are creating this new character in which you are becoming. And this is the scene selection. This is the scene selection for the character in which you will become. We are embracing this right now through your destiny. We are remembering the character, rather. And as you live every day, knowing your destiny, knowing that you incarnated into this reality, everything is unfolding just as it was meant to align you to even be here today, you guys. For this is what we are doing. We're taking this time to now create this new character upon this screen. And I recommend in a few, or actually I'm gonna go get some water in just a minute, and then we're going to do mantras. We'll do breath work into a mantra, and then we're going to get into spell work, magic, and then in a sense spell casting, speaking this new character into reality. And go get a pen, go get a pad of paper. First, we're gonna do some breath work before we head out. But go get a pad, go get some paper in just a few moments. I'll turn off the camera, and I'll be back in a minute. Just gonna go get some water. Go get some water, you guys. Stay hydrated, and we're going to put an intention, into the water of this new character in which we wish to become. We live in a simulation. So how we reprogram the character within this simulation, within this game, is through reprogramming our subconscious. We're going to do breath work to clear the old narrative, to raise our vibration and bring us into a new frequency. And then we're gonna screen of darkness, right? And then we're gonna come back, and then we're going to create this character. We're gonna go get our pen, we're gonna go get paper, and we're gonna create the character. We're gonna speak the words and this being into existence. And truly, I want to say through myself, this, when I write down this, who I want to become and the things I want to say, it's more powerful. So let us do this breath work, you guys. Let us do this breath work. Now we are clearing the old narrative. We are dying to our past self. This is very Shivaism. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. For as Lord Ganesha has removed all obstacles, aiding us, for we know these obstacles merely allowed us to become who we are today. For as we have removed all these obstacles, Shiva opens his third eye and obliterates and destroys that which is no longer serving us. Thank you, Lord Shiva, for destroying and obliterating these illusions, for we are now dying. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. We're dying to ourself. We are seeing our death scene as I'm chanting. We're seeing our death scene. How are you dying? How are you dying to this old self? Om Namah Shivaya. 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 You are being laid to rest. You are at your funeral. You have died, for you are now overarching your body. Your dead, lifeless body. You see you died. You're so happy that you died. The next step, the next phase, you died to this old phase of your life. And now that as you see yourself, you are standing in front of the casket as the soul, as the daemon that you are. You are with your daemon. You are with Shiva. You are with your guides. What deity is calling out to you? What deity will escort you in your death? Everyone that you knew in this life, all of these people that you've affected, all of these people in which you've loved, these people that loved you, they showed up to your funeral. You lived such a joyous and prosperous life. All of these people loved you. For it is now time for you to now transition into this next phase, into this next stage. For as you've died, we will now do a breath work, and we are clearing this past life as we are choosing to now step into this next life, this next role, this future lifetime that is in the now, as you are incarnating into your new self. Let us do this breath work. We will do 3 rounds. The black flame is what calls you. Now, we are shedding the layers of illusions in order to step into truths. The dragons are with us, aiding us and empowering us, for our death was blissful. We achieved everything that we needed to accomplish. We fulfilled our magnum opus and our true will. We are now entering through the portals and the gates of death. Embrace this death through your breath. We will now do 40 rounds of dragon breaths, imagining the black flame, the dark matter energies empowering us. As we pull in these energies. 3, 2, 1. Now breathe out this last breath. As you've died to your old self, hold the breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Now solidify these energies of dissolution. Allow these energies to dissolve who you were as you were stepping into your truths. Know who you are. Now we will do round 2, the same thing. Let us reach new heights, rather uncovering the truths of ourselves. What have you seen through this death? Let us continue through this. 3, 2, 1. No, now breathe out one last time. Now solidify. Now allow these energies to flow through you, dissolving the old and bringing in the new. Now breathe in. Solidify this energy, this power. For you died to the weak versions of yourself. You died to all of these things no longer serving you. Release them in 3, 2. Allow all of this dense, stagnant energy to be released. For we are emptying the glass so we may fill it. Last breath work. Let us begin. Then we will be going through darkness into recreation. 3, 2, 1. For as you breathe in, breathe out one last time. For now, hold it for a minute 30. As we are going through this nothingness. Now breathe in and solidify this new energy, dissolving the old stagnant energy. For allow this stagnant energy to flow. Allow it just to flow, to dissolve off of you, to just melt away. Now solidify the breath. And breathe out. For you have now died to your old self. Entering into this next year, you are becoming a new version of. You're rather uncovering your truths and who you always were eternally. For you are prosperous, flourishing. You are abundant and strong. You are victorious in all ways. For you know your purpose and your destiny. Go get some water, you guys. Stay hydrated, and we will be doing character creation in just a few moments. I will be back. So going through the nothingness, allow yourself to dissolve. What's up, you guys? And we are back. Hey. So, we're going to continue with the character creation for as we have embraced our death scene. I hope you guys got your water, and I hope as well you are staying hydrated. So we will now be getting into character creation, character development. This is true magic at its core. Whereas, well, the occult, in the occult, this is the highest form of self-development, working with deities in order to evolve ourselves, in order to transform ourselves, and to become a greater version of than what we were, and seeing ourselves as that deific emanation, and even using these different energies to scale to that emanation. At the end of the day, the magus, the magician, being the most powerful being, the witch, the shaman, for we are able to work with a multitude of many different beings, and we can take in those essences, those energies, in order to then evolve ourselves. And that's what we're doing in these moments. So as we envision a greater version of ourself, as we envision a greater version of our reality, we now place this into the water. Place the intention of who you desire to become, rather uncovering and love this water. Place your pure authenticity into this water and envision and allow who you are to flow into this water as it comes from the source. You can even imagine a deity and place those energies into this water. And just doing that alone is powerful. Enchant, as Super G also said, enchanting. Yes, enchant your water, and then you become the enchanted. As he was saying, you become that enchanted person. You become that enchanted being. That was very powerful. And on top of that, so now we are going into this breath work where we are now developing and building this character first through our imagination. So it's good to feel this feeling, so this vibrant, prosperous, loving, and abundant feeling. And this actually makes so much sense. So as we do the character development, you guys, we're going to do the breath work. We're going to get into creating the character as we are doing the breath work, as we're imagining and visualizing. We are using this, so we just died to our old self. We have all of this raw energy. We have all of this raw power that we can use. So now we are going to form that we're going to mold that, sculpt that into the being in which we desire to become within our minds. So as we've died off, we now have a blank screen. Who is this? Let's use templates. Prosperous, wealthy, abundant, vibrant, powerful individual that you are becoming. What kind of scene, when you feel this love, when you feel this authenticity, this prosperity flowing through you, what scene do you envision in your mind? Who are you? What are you doing? What are you embracing? What kind of house do you live in? What car do you drive? What kind of lover do you have? fully define your picture perfect reality all through your feeling, all through this authentic version of yourself. And as you feel this authenticity, as you feel this most authentic reality, you're now merging into that reality. Now you are now shaping this version of yourself. You are becoming it. For as you now act as that being, as you are that being, you are thinking from that being. You are becoming that being fully in your awareness. You've now just downloaded that holographic presence, that holographic image. As you've deleted this past self, clear, delete, wipe it from the hard drive. You are no longer that version of yourself. You are now a more authentic version. What kind of business do you have? What is your destiny? Are you traveling the world? What are you living a luxurious life, a prosperous life, an abundant life? Envision it. Now as you see yourself and you see this version, what are words that are coming to your mind that define you? Vibrant, prosperous, loving, admirable, honorable, victorious, glorious, fantastic. Let your mind just channel the words, let them come forward. Because as you say these words, you are stepping into this version of yourself. You are evolving from what you are now saying. You've downloaded this version of yourself. As you've cleared the hard drive, you've now downloaded this new version. So the download takes time. The time will be all based off how you choose. So now let us get into this breath work where we are through the first breath, we are solidifying this new version of ourself in which we've downloaded into this game, into this simulation through our vibration. Let's even chant some mantras. Let's just say Om for just a little bit to raise and cultivate these energies. Om. 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 Now let's go into Shiva. Shiva's empowering us with his energies. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva is now standing with you in this narrative. Om Namah Shivaya. You have the dragons all around you now empowering you. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 As these energies have now empowered you, aiding you in your reformation, and you've reformatted the ego, you are now instilling the program, the frequency, the software, the energies in which you now desire. You are choosing to become this version of yourself in which you always were. Let us do a round of 60 dragon breaths. You are now a greater version of yourself. You're always getting more done. You're faster. You're more prosperous. Things are always manifesting and happening for you just as they were meant to. Everything is already manifested. All you need to do is merely take the inspired action after all of this. So let us do the breath work. Now we are filling ourselves. Violet flame, golden flame, black flame. Imagine all these flames now unified. You are this spectrum of light. You are the cosmos themselves. Feel yourself filling with this divine love of the cosmos, of your greatest version. And as you do, breathe in this version of yourself. Breathe in all the energies of the dragons, and then hold for a minute. So now 60 dragon breaths. 3, 2. Now breathe out who you no longer were, that which is no longer serving you. Push them away. Now bring your daemon in and invoke these energies. Invoke the dragon. Become the dragon in all totality. Become Shiva himself. Become your greatest version. Allow them to flow through you. Hold your breath for a minute. And 30. Breathe out. Now breathe in and solidify these energies. Allow your mind to now play mantras. Wealth, prosperity, I'm abundant, I'm victorious, I'm always conquering, I'm always achieving. Now solidify these energies. Now release. Release. You are never detaching two aspects of yourself. You are always releasing these aspects of yourself that no longer serve you. Every day you are becoming a new being. Every day you are becoming a new being. Every day you are becoming a new version of yourself, a greater version of yourself. Every time you hear a snap, every time you snap, you are becoming more prosperous. You are becoming more victorious. Pull yourself out of this old rut. Pull yourself out of this matrix. You are prosperous, healthy, wealthy, and victorious. You are prosperous, healthy, wealthy, and victorious. You are prosperous, healthy, wealthy, and victorious. You are abundant. Life happens for you and always in your favor despite how you feel. You are in alignment with your destiny, your prosperity, and your vision. You know how you feel, you know who you are, and everything works out in your favor just as it was destined, just as it was meant. Woo! Let's do this, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Take a sip of water if you guys got it. Round 2. Envision these energies filling the glass. Put the intention, consecrate the water with this new version of yourself. You are no longer drinking this water from who you were, but rather from a new version of yourself. Cheers. I am healthy, wealthy, prosperous, harmonious, and victorious. I am in harmonious resonance with the all and source creator. I am victorious in all I pursue. I embrace what I'm meant to achieve. I embrace who I'm meant to be, who I'm meant to become. For may all that I desire now manifest and come into fruition, knowing that all desires have already manifested, that the want for a desire is merely the manifestation of it being manifested. As I take action towards my goals, I'm always taking action, prosperous and abundant actions towards my goals. I am financially independent. I always have $10,000 in my bank account. I have an extra $10,000 in my bank account. I am always in alignment with prosperity. The goddess of victory favors me. The goddess of prosperity favors me. Prosperity is always flowing my way, and I know who I'm meant to be. Everyone loves me. I love myself. I am with the lover of my dreams. And we are embracing our destiny together, creating this loving reality. Say these things to yourself, you guys. Program them. Program loving, love, authenticity, prosperity, abundance, and wealth into yourself. Let's get into round 2. We are now bringing in all these energies in which we've cultivated. We have now seen a vision. We see this vision. We are now pulling this vision into ourselves, becoming this version of ourself. We're now doing 60, 80. We're doing 80 dragon breaths. I'm excited. I feel warm. Warm. That is a mantra from a mentor, you guys. Warm. I'm excited. I feel excited. Warm. Great things are happening. Great things are on the horizon. So let us begin. So we're doing 80 dragon breaths. We're going to do one more round after this. So 3, 2, 1. Pull these energies into yourself. Let these energies flow through you. Warm, excitement, health, prosperity. I'm healthy, harmonious, prosperous, and abundant. Allow this energy you feel to reprogram your awareness. Now, as we take this breath, we are solidifying these energies, solidifying the new. You might feel tingling. That is these energies rewiring you. Rewiring you with the old, flushing out the old. Rewiring you with the new, flushing out the old. We sit in this new version of ourselves in these moments as we are recreated with this energy. How do you feel? For this energy is always flowing through you. This energy of newness, this energy that is vibrant, that is abundant. For it is this feeling that is awakening and unlocking new aspects of and new layers, new levels for yourself. That it is through this feeling, this is your baseline, you always feel this way now. You're always feeling good. You're always feeling prosperous. Link prosperous, abundant, high vibrational words to these energies and allow these energies to create and as well reformat your mind as we are reprogramming the subconscious. See yourself going Saiyan, going Super Saiyan. Start to see archetypes of that which you wish to be, of that which you wish to become. What is an archetype that comes into your mind even in these moments? Fully solidify this archetype, bring it into your awareness and as well your narrative, and allow these vibrant energies to get even better. It gets better, it gets better. You're manifesting more. You're always more vibrant. You're always more prosperous. And good things are always happening. That as you walk the path and take action on the things you feel you need to do, and you do it, the things that just feel good, you are now in a reality where you are creating the life of your destiny, of your most purposeful self through these energies of love, prosperity, and authenticity. We are now doing the third round of the breath work. Begin. We're doing 80 breaths. Now feel yourself filling with all of these energies. Feeling the wish as if it was already fulfilled. Now breathe in and solidify these energies. Solidify the feeling of the wish now fulfilled, knowing that all of your dreams, all of your desires have manifested. That as you go about this day, moving forward into this new reality in which you have created, in which you have manifested, you have now shifted into this reality. For there now is a door right in front of you. There is a gateway into this new reality full of magic, full of only pure potential. New and exciting things are around the corner. New and exciting things will happen as you choose to step through the gates of destiny. This gateway and this doorway. We will do 30 dragon breaths as a solidification. We get to do 30 dragon breaths for fun. To charge our energy to go through this portal. Your deities are standing with you at this portal. As you go through, they're going through with you. For you and your destiny are one. All beings work with you and serve you as you walk the path of your destiny. The path that is most meant for you. The path of your fate. You are entering into a new game. No longer will you embrace the world of Caesar, but you will instead now embrace thyself, knowing your true self, who you're meant to be, and what you are meant to achieve. For now, we are stepping through this gateway and this portal, 30 dragon breaths. For now, go through this portal. Go through this gateway. For as now we close the gates to the old, we allow that which is no longer serves us to die off, to dissolve, as we open these gates to the new. and embrace these new flourishing and prosperous energies. And with this, as we have entered into the gates of new, we are now so I have the second part to this reading, you guys. So the first part was fate and destiny. Now it is the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That as you fulfilled your destiny, what is all of this showing you? As we've stepped into this new reality, the first card, you guys. Wealth, prosperity, abundance. This is the reality we have just stepped into. The reality of our wealthiest self, our most prosperous self, that as we enter it, we've entered through this gateway and this portal, and as we enter into 2024, that you will achieve the wealth in which you are looking for by going about the path of your destiny, and as well taking action towards this path, taking steps moving forward to become who you're meant to be, and as well to embrace what you are meant to achieve. So whatever is coming to your mind in these moments, that is the way in which you that is the path in which you feel that is needed to be walked. This is what inspired action is. It's not about just doing things, but taking the inspired action to get the things done. You've now shifted, you've now changed into this wealthier aspect of yourself as you've let go of the lack, as you've let go of all these things no longer serving you. You've shifted into this new reality. This also reminds, we have a crown on the snake. Cosmic enlightenment, cosmic royalty is now being crowned. Your guides are with you, embracing this new path. What are the downloads in which you're receiving? Shiva came up earlier. We also have King Paimon. This is my card for King Paimon. Paimonius is with you as well. For as we are embracing this newness, we are gaining. What are we gaining? We're gaining new levels and new layers of our evolution and our ascension, new levels of our awareness. We're expanding our awareness. That's truly what all of this is showing us, is our creator potential, our ability as creators to reformat, to recreate our reality. That if we don't like something, as I said earlier, change it. If you don't like something about yourself, change it, change your mind. If you don't like the way you think, if you want to be more intelligent, more prosperous, more victorious, or more cunning in the endeavors in which you wish to pursue, then it's going to be, you've already changed. And now it's about embracing this gain and just going about life as if you already have gained it, acting from it, acting as if you already have it, acting from that frequency and vibration of that most authentic self, of that most divine and as well true, that most marvelous self, that most glorious self. Disappointment. You are seeing the things that disappointed you. You are seeing the things that led you to the reality that you're in now, that you don't favor as the reality that you were in, you didn't favor as much, and now you are you've stepped through that gateway, that doorway into this new reality. So there's nothing that is disappointing you. The ancestors are congratulating you as well, saying that you did a good job, that you always stuck to the path despite what you went through, and you always overcame the obstacles. And it's because you overcame the obstacles that this is why you're gaining so much, because you walked the path, you embraced magic itself, and now you are being rewarded as the emperor in which you are, that is creating now your empire and as well your kingdom. From having walked the path and having built, you are now seen as the emperor in your reality, embodying the energies of the emperor will be very prosperous at this point in time. Carrying this card, the emperor card, would also be really good for you. So from stepping into this version of yourself, you have now magnetized your empire. You've now magnetized the reality in which you've created. This work in which we've done today is the solidification of that. Congratulations. Good job. You did it. The work has been done. Now it is time to reap the seeds in which you've sown, to reap the benefits of your soul. For your soul is the emperor. There's nothing interfering. You have an emperor's soul. There's nothing interfering with you and your empire. You've already went through it, and you know and see yourself, and you know the things in which you must do and accomplish. There's no interference with your will, is what I'm hearing. You are divinely meant to rule, for you are the one that is divining your empire as the Hierophant. So you have skills and abilities in the tarot, in spell work, in divination, and it is about using, and just as the Hierophant, this looks like a key right here. So using your key to the kingdom, embracing your keys of magic as the gatekeeper in which you are, keeping magic alive through yourself, through your being and who you are, knowing that you are prosperous, victorious, and harmonious in all that you seek and wish to pursue. And as the Emperor came up, the lovers, you guys. The divine lovers in which we've been talking about have now been brought together. That the marriage that as it was once in heaven has now been manifested now on this earth. For the twain has now became one. The two are now unified under this divine cosmic union. And for as each counterpart has loved themselves. For me, I was here to teach the masculines how to love themselves, the emperors, and you guys did it. You guys became the emperor. And through becoming the emperor, through stepping into your ability to rule, your heritage is what I'm hearing. By stepping into your heritage, this is what magnetized you everything. By stepping into your destiny, stepping into your path, by stepping onto the path and embracing your purpose, this is what allowed you to become yourself. You had to become your most authentic and divine version in order for you to magnetize this lover to you. If you never would have embraced your authenticity, if you never would have embraced yourself as the emperor, you never would have stepped onto the path of your divine true will. If you never would have created, if you never would have walked the path, you wouldn't have manifested this love. And I see a timeline that is just collapsed. It's not good. It's horrible. There's no love. You had no love, but you did the work. You did the work to achieve this divine lover. You did the work for this union to happen. That when I tell you guys to do the work, take inspired action, that's the source. That's the universe always showing you that, yes, if you do this and you do that, like maybe you didn't do it 100% correct, but you did it. You showed up. That's all that matters. You showed up. You went to the date. Maybe you had a date with a woman that was meant to be the girl of your dreams, meant to be your wife, your lover, and you're like, you know what? I just don't feel like it. I don't want to pay for the dinner. I don't want to go. I'm tired. This and that. You guys, this is how people are in this society. Someone might be dating someone, and they know it's not right, and they meet the perfect one, and they're like, oh, I'm dating someone though, so I can't talk to them. No, that's the universe telling you to go to the next stage. It's the next phase. You can't stay in the first stage, in the first step. You can't stay with the same people when you know you need to grow, when you know you need to expand, you need to leave that nest. There's people that you are meant to meet. What I'm hearing is the lovers are as well a mentor. You're being brought to a mentor, whether you're masculine or feminine. This lover in which you have will be a mentor, or you will be a mentor to them. And that's because love is the most beautiful thing, you guys. Love is what truly, you can teach someone, but if you love them, you'll listen to them, right? If you love them, you listen. And it's in the same way that if someone loves you, you respect them to want to give them the proper advice, want to help them out, give them the greatest life. So these lovers that are being brought together, it is so genuine, it is so authentic, it is so beautiful. And these two kingdoms have now merged and came together to build a beautiful, prosperous, and flourishing empire. These two cosmic elites, this cosmic royalty, this queen and this king, this emperor and empress have now been brought together. These lovers have now been unified. Now why have they been unified? Why have they been brought together? For as the feminine has magnetized him from knowing herself and going about doing the work, walking the journey to know that she will attract and magnetize the right one. The masculines did the work. They went about the conquering, they went about going about doing what they needed to. They provided for themselves, and now they are ready to provide for this woman. Again, the wealth card, you guys. The wealth card was the first card to show up for this reading. I'm actually hearing this wealth, why it hasn't manifested is because it won't manifest until you guys are brought together. You will manifest increments here and there, but you actually need to be unified. This can be a business connection for some, where you guys just love each other, and it's like Alex Hermosi and Layla Hermosi. They're just two people that love business that got together, and they're like, yeah, we love each other, and they built a business empire, a multi-million-dollar business empire. That's what I'm hearing is you will build a I'm literally hearing the word billion. I'm literally hearing the word billion. I'm even hearing the word trillion, so I'm not gonna say no to any words. But you are building a multi-million-dollar and even billion-dollar corporation with this lover. I'm not sure who you are, but you are specifically, for this might not resonate with everyone, but take what resonates with you guys. You are a powerful couple that is being manifested. Take your life serious. Take this love serious. Don't let anybody get in between this love. Don't let anyone break. Try to interfere. There is no interference with this love. There actually cannot be. This is the love of the divine source. What I'm hearing is this is a lover. This is as a twin flame relationship, not as if you've ever seen it before, you guys. Not as if you've Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. Yeshua and Magdalene. That was his divine consort, right? And from all of this, what are you guys creating together? This beautiful empire of the Magus. The cards don't lie, you guys. The cards don't lie. This is a beautiful empire of magic. This is a divine sacred union that was meant to happen for lifetimes, and finally these lovers are now together. They are now unified through frequency and vibration. Through the red ribbon of fate, they have been bound and are now unified and brought together. As they have been unified through their cosmic love, their authenticity, feeling this divine love within themselves, they are now emanating and echoing this love out into this reality for all of these other lovers to partake. That as these lovers embody this divine love, this magic, their magic will be amplified, and their kingdom will be presenced here on this earth and in this realm. For these lovers are coming together to ascend. They're coming together to embrace their ascension, to travel the world together. Luxury and fame are already upon you. You guys are meant to be famous together. You guys are meant to be a power couple, a true power couple, a powerful couple that is bound, that is brought together, bound together, you could even say, to create this new reality, to create this new world. You are the forerunners. I assume that as well, for the beginning of this reading was it was an underworld reading. We went through the gates of Egypt into divine aspects of magic itself. For these are two Egyptian lovers from ancient Egypt that are coming together to teach the sacred ways of magic, to embody the sacred ways of magic and bring in the old. These two lovers will meet each other, and they will receive this cosmic download, this cosmic knowing. They will travel the world gaining these different data sets of the different, such as Egypt, magic from Egypt. They will explore, they will share and express their journey, and this is how they will be prosperous, from sharing their journey, sharing their love. All of these new doors and opportunities are being opened for these lovers as they embrace their magic. For it is almost time. It is already manifested. It is in spirit. It has been channeled. Now it is being grounded and manifested into this world as inspired action is taken. Wow. Wow, you guys. I send that out into the ethers to manifest and to reach these lovers that are meant, that were bound throughout time and as well history, reality. They have reincarnated many times in order to just know each other. The masculine incarnated for the feminine to serve, we could even say, to guide her, to protect her, to empower her, and to be there for her. That is what the role of the masculine is for. Men, you are being risen up. You will be meeting your divine feminine counterpart soon. The divine lovers have unified. As well, the feminine. You have done your job. You've magnetized. You've been your beautiful, prosperous, magical self, working your magic to attract your man. You got this, feminine. You got this. And as these two are unified, may they embrace this sacred source order in which they are. For this was a Sacred Lovers Fate and Destiny Tarot card union, not just a reading. This was a full-on union. I felt like I was marrying these two right now in this moment, you guys. That was beautiful. I'm gonna take a sip of water. That was a lot of energy. Woo! Woo! Whoa, you guys, that was a lot of energy. So with that, we've manifested a lot, and I've gotten through the readings in which I have needed. So if anyone wanted a reading, I am doing 1 card draws for people. and we also will be talking about magic and spell work, and just setting a foundation for magic and how you can use that to create the reality in which you desire, heading into this next year. Because the more that you do, the more that you take time, you guys, the more that you take time to work on your magic, work on your subconscious mind, do the rituals, do the spell work. Before this new year, you're already heading into the new year with immense momentum. Immense momentum, you guys. And also for the Instagram Fate and Destiny tarot card reading, it started with the abundance card. So a lot of abundance is being manifested for you guys and as well brought into your life. There's a flow, it's a river. A river of abundance is just flowing right now. So do the work, build your businesses, work on the endeavors in which you feel you need to do, work on your music, your writing, if you're working on a book, things of this nature. Whatever you feel at the moment you need to express. Whatever you feel at the moment you guys need to get out. Just channel. Even this was a reading that was fated. This was needed. I had to do this, and I'm really grateful I did. So thank you guys for being here just to witness that, to view it. So I do want to give back to the community, and I will be doing a tarot card reading. I will be doing tarot card readings for those of you that have. Stay tuned for this, and then we will be teaching magic in just a moment. So let me know, guys, make a list, I guess you could say, and then we will get into any readings, and I'll just be talking about magic and manifestation as well, just in between that. I do have to go to the restroom really fast, you guys, so give me one moment and I will be back. So we're just going to take a brief intermission, get your water, and we will continue with the stream. So see you guys soon. And then just make a list. Let me know questions you guys have for tarot, and we'll be back to do tarot. Okay, cool. I'm back. Um Also, you guys know that you must believe and have faith in your magic in order for it to work. Faith is knowing. So know that what you do is possible. Know that what you're embracing, you're able to achieve. And oh, okay. General Mosquito, thank you, Atanu. Bye, chat. Going to go get some food. Hey, have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day, General Mosquito. Namaste as well to you, brother. Thank you for being here and being able to. I'm grateful you got to see this, and yeah, have a beautiful have a beautiful dinner or lunch wherever you are. So then just going up to read some comments. So I am doing readings, Fun Boy, just letting you know. We're doing one card draw, and then as well if you wanted to get a general reading, I also have general readings as well as fate and destiny readings if you wanted to book a reading with myself. But I am doing one card draws at the moment, and then going up just to some of the chats before we get into the tarot card draw. I like what Super G said. You are great. That's why you're here. Most definitely. That's something I kept thinking, that if you are in this chat, you know, I'm a great person. Super G's a great person. General Mosquito's a great person. So if you are in this chat, know you are a great person. You are destined for greatness. Great people are put in front of great people as well. So yeah, I really that was something that I kept hearing through this journey, Super G. So thank you for saying that. And then General Mosquito said earlier, thank you, and thank you, Mama Hecate and Water Alchemist, for sending me here. Oh, is there a late? Oh, is that your friend? Oh, okay. Or is there a channel called Mama Hecate? Just wondering. That's a cool name, Mama Hecate. But as well, the goddess Hecate. Thank you, Hecate. Thank you for all that you do and guiding us with your wisdom. And as well, shout out to Water Alchemist in the physical, in the flesh. That is a mentor. That is a brother. Thank you for all that you do, Water Alchemist. He was always. I remember he really, at a time when I was trying to determine where I was going with my channel, he gave me a shout out, and I was like, oh, he watches my stuff, or I was really grateful for that, because there's not many people in the occult community that you feel have your back, right? And Water Alchemist, I mean, even from the beginning, you guys go look at his channel, all of his content is to empower his viewers, to empower his audience. He's always giving us gems and wisdom that we can always use in our daily life to embrace magic, to embrace alchemy. And as well, that King Paimon energy. That King Paimon energy. No, you can never go wrong with someone that works with Paimonius, King Paimon. As well, I remember he had the tip about the goddess Nike. And I really thank you for what you said about the goddess Nike, the goddess of victory. Because that's what life is about. Embrace victory. Achieve, overcome things. That's why we're here. We wouldn't be the same person if we didn't go through this strife. If we didn't go through what we did to become who we are and who we're meant. And then sincerely thank you. You've given so much great advice over the past year or so. So thank you. Oh, hey, I'm glad I could help out as well. That's That's what I'm here for at Occult Cat TV, the channel you know, you love. So let us get into I see that we have a few readings. So let us get into those. Alexis222, let me know if you're still here. Let me know if you waited for that reading, and I would love to draw a card for you. And then Alexis says, so I'll read it and see if, okay, cool. Hey Alexis, hey. Glad to see you here. So I want to know what advice Hecate would have for me, and we were just talking about Hecate, so that's very powerful, everything aligned. Because what we were just talking, I chose to read chat before doing the readings, and then that led to Hecate. Now you're talking about her. This is glorious. Okay, so I want to know what advice Hecate would have for me. Going into New Year, going into the new year, I get a lot of synchronicities related to her. Okay, so Hecate. Give me a number to shuffle, Alexis. As you've given me the intention, give me a number so I can tap you into the card, or I can place your intention into the cards. As we have Hecate's energy. She is here. So give me a number and or just say choose, like let the cards fall as they must if you don't have a number. Thank you, Mother Hecate, for being here. That's what thank you so much, Hecate. Thank you for being such a loving presence that is always just pushing us forward and helping us to become our greatest version. Thank you for being this divine, elegant, and as well eloquent feminine essence in our life, helping us to be being a true queen and helping us to be our greatest version. So Hecate, may you guide Alexis 222 along her path and knowing who she is. So I will shuffle 11 times to tap into the number. That was the 10th and then 11. So 2